And then Honeymoon. So Honeymoon, Honeymoon is funny to me. So this song came from something I noticed after having a lot of different conversations about physical intimacy with various friends of mine. I noticed a pattern. Almost every time I talk to one of my homeboys about sex, specifically sex with women, they would always talk about it as if they were the greatest sex haver on planet Earth. Like they all would brag, like, I slang that thing, I leave her eyes rolling, legs shaking, I please my girl. Like they all just thought they were really, really, really good at having sex. And then when I would talk to my homegirls, see, I didn't even say nothing yet, but they already know. Like, it's just true, right? It was like, most of my homegirls was like, when I have sex with a guy, it's mediocre to good, and on occasion, on rare occasion, it's really good. But it was this discrepancy. I'm like, these things can't both be true, right? Like, if you are so good at this and you leave your girls please all of my homeboys, and then I'm talking about homegirls, and they're like, most of the time it's all right. And then I'm like, something is not adding up. There appears to be some discrepancy and miscommunication happening here. And it seemed to me that the pride and the selfishness of many of my homies was preventing them from realizing that their partners are not often thrilled at all by their performance. And also maybe on some occasions, my homegirls may be protecting the egos of their partners by not being honest with them in order to keep the peace. I understand that. After all, it can be a dangerous thing to tell a prideful man that you're less than impressed. And it made me wonder, what would happen if men approached sex with humility and curiosity instead of arrogance and assumption, right? Y'all all think you slanging that thing. Y'all all think you the bomb at this. And the women is like, yeah, you all right, man. 5.2, I don't know. Like, and so I was like, it was evident to me what was happening. And yeah, what would happen if men approach sex with humility? And so for myself, as someone who practices abstinence, it's not really difficult for me to accept the fact that if I do ever get married, I'm probably not going to be that great at sex on my honeymoon, right? I'm probably going to have a whole lot to learn, and I'm going to have to ask questions and be humble and not go in there like I know what I'm doing and I'm the bomb at this. But the thing is, whether it's your first experience or it's someone that you've been with dozens of times in a long-term relationship, I really think men might be surprised if they have honest conversations with their partners, if they invite these honest conversations, and if they conduct themselves in a way that their partners feel safe enough to be honest with them. And if they're humble enough to listen and adjust after communicating, then maybe sex would be something that is enjoyable for everyone involved and not just you. Or maybe it wasn't even enjoyable for these guys and they're just bragging to their homies, as often happens. I don't know. But that's what Honeymoon is about, approaching sex with more humility.